The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics has released the latest inflation data.
That's right. The numbers reveal inflation remains high, but slowed slightly in April. Consumer prices are up 8.3% from 1 year ago. That is down 0.2% from March, but still higher than experts predicted.
The prices rose 0.3% from March to April. Overall, inflation remains near 40-year highs. Yesterday, President Biden called inflation his, quote, top domestic priority. Joining us now is CBS political contributor Sean Sullivan. He's also a White House reporter for The Washington Post. Sean, welcome. If you would, break down these numbers for us, Sean. What do they mean for everyday Americans?
Well, in the big picture here, what we're seeing is that inflation remains a huge problem, a problem that Americans are going to feel in a lot of different aspects of their life, from gas prices to food prices to the prices of rent and other daily things that a lot of Americans deal with. It's very clear from this latest report that this is still a big problem. But what we do see is that, there is at least potential here that these rapid increases in consumer prices may be starting to level off, may be starting to ease. So while this does remain a big problem, there is some reason for optimism here. Now, again, this is just one report. We'll see where we are next month and the month after that. But this has been a persistent problem. And I think one thing that has loomed over the Biden administration, really the American people writ large, is, where does this go? When does this stop? When will we stop seeing prices go up? When will Americans stop going to gas stations and seeing, that price when they fill up their car going up and up and up? I think people are sort of looking for when this thing will turn around. And so right now, we're getting signs that maybe this could be starting to ease off. But again, it remains a big challenge for this administration and something that a lot of Americans are confronting in their everyday lives.
Well, Sean, to your point, President Biden gave a speech on inflation Tuesday, framing it as a global issue that is causing inflation worldwide and sort of stressing that the administration has limited control over it, but also calling it his top domestic priority. So, Sean, how is the White House reacting to the new inflation data?
Well, it'll be interesting to see what we hear from President Biden today. He's going to Chicago, where he's going to give a speech about prices. He didn't respond to questions earlier this morning when he was leaving the White House. So we're still awaiting his first big public comments on this. But Tanya, as you said, and this issue, I think the White House recognizes not just a huge policy problem, but a really enormous political problem for them. As we move toward the midterm elections, you are seeing Republican candidates zero in on this issue as a real focal point in their campaigns as they try to win back the House and they try to win back the Senate. They are constantly reminding the American people, hey, you're paying more for gas than you did a year ago. You're paying more for food. You're paying more for a lot of these other things. And they're trying to place the blame on President Biden. Of course, Democrats control the White House. They control the House. They control the Senate. And so I think what we're seeing from President Biden is he's trying to communicate to the American people, look, I understand that this is a big problem. He said yesterday this is the top economic issue that he's dealing with. So he's trying to communicate to people that, hey, I get it. This is a problem, and we're going to be trying to tackle this. The challenge for him, though, is that when we look at polling data right now, not a lot of Americans are buying that. They're frustrated. They're upset. And a lot of them do appear to be taking their anger out on Democrats and on the Biden administration. That's a huge concern that I hear from a lot of Democratic strategists. They worry that a lot of these House and Senate battleground races that are starting to heat up right now really will pivot on inflation, on price increases. And they're struggling right now to find a message for how to counteract these Republican arguments. So I think a lot of Democrats will be looking to the president today to see what kind of message he does send to the American people about where we are in this inflation crisis and what he's trying to do to get the country out of it.
That's right. It will be an important address later today. Sean Sullivan, as always, thanks for your insight.
Thanks.